Hello everyone, Teacher Gaming here, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the newest tactical challenges that we have in the Memento. Also, I want to talk about what I'm doing in level 70 and how I'm using my resources and especially my energy. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So everyone, I want to start off with what I'm doing with my energy, and of course I'm referring to this lovely energy that we have right here. One thing I'm actually doing is I'm only having my 30 gem refreshes these days. I'm not using any more because I feel I don't need to. So some of the energy that I've spent that in here. Yeah, I've spent here. I actually just did 20 chests. Also, I'm buying Dream Cores after I bought the Darkholm. That's definitely what you should do in here, so you can level up those abilities to level 70. And also, what I'm also doing, I am actually using Battle Bonanza a little bit. I'm going in here, I am using some for gold. I'm also using a little bit for XP. At the moment you can see I have XP very well, but it does require a little bit. Gold on the other hand is something that I'm spending energy on, and I want to show you why. And let's go into the inventory to begin with, and after that I'll go over the different tactical challenges. So first off the bat, as you can see, I've gotten pretty lucky these last couple of days. I got this in Fable Finds a few days ago, and today I pulled this from the X10 in Game of Khonshu. And I re-rolled it a few times, and that's actually something that I want to say you need gold for, because these artifacts are gonna be insane for us when we get them. We need them, we know that, because just look at this one. 40% attack, I have special damage bonus, I have a high crit rate and crit damage. So, but let's just look at this. Refining it. It cost 30,000 to refine. And these artifacts, we need them to have stats that we want. So let's say I wanted to go in here and refine this one. So I swap this HP out and I get something instead of flat attacks. That makes my Scarlet Witch better, but I need gold for that. And it's the same with basically everything. We need gold for our artifacts, and that's why you should actually make sure you spend your gold. What else am I doing? I'm making sure that I'm leveling up my highlights, because these are also gonna be important. I think some of us might be stopping around level 40 to 50, because after that it gets expensive leveling them up. Let me just go monster within because it's a free star. Look at these. These are not that easy to come by. I have to go in here, and basically it's only one. Oh, actually you get two because you can forge this one in. But still, that means that's 7 attempts. So what I'm doing is I'm planning ahead. From the look of it, it's very clear that Fantastic Four is gonna be a very, very crucial member. So right now I've leveled this one, and I'm actually regretting it a little bit because I'm hoping I get Invisible Woman and I can do 80 pulls. We get some monthly keys that we can buy soon in the refresh and in the converter. And I'm hoping I can get to the 80 pity pull so I can get her highlight and then have a normal pull from her. So I'm actually a little bit sad that I leveled up this one, but these other ones I actually think is very good, especially the one for Human Torch. So leveling your highlights and your artifacts is something you should definitely be doing with your gold. It's really so crucial. Like, just look at this one. Let's just see health compared to something like this. Okay, this one is pretty okay. And let's find, but yeah, just look at this. If we stop at 40 and we go above and beyond, look at this. This one would also probably get maybe 600 more HP. It all helps when we have to do Dragon Armor or other game modes where we survive with a sliver of HP. So I'm using it on my highlights and my artifacts. That's basically what I'm spending my energy on. And then, whoops, not Dreamscape. I want to show you right here. I want to go into here. As you can see, I'm also leveling up some characters, resetting some. But I'm leveling up Human Torch. I'm probably resetting Psylocke. And yeah, I want to have a good roster of maybe 10 characters. Sentry I have down here because I have others, but that's for a different day. And now let's go in and talk about the tactical challenges. And oh boy, was I underwhelmed. That's also why I'm saving this for the end. As you can see here, I basically cleared all of them. So we're gonna cover these fairly quickly because honestly, these are so disappointingly easy compared to the Forged by Family ones. Like, Darkest Moments, horrible. Honestly, it is so shocking for me how bad they are. So basically here, and you just use the AoE free up here, take them down, and then eventually you can just do this with the... so this one also gets broken, and then you just let them pop, or basically I think you could just do it up here, and yeah, then you win. So that's how you do that one if you haven't gotten there yet. Uh, and of course, some of you might not be level 70, so when you get there, don't worry, don't stress about this. Get them done. It took me maybe 5-10 minutes to do all of these, the hard tactical challenges as they were supposed to be. Not sure if they were supposed to be hard, but they were supposed to be tactic, and that's not. Here, basically, let's just show this one because this was one that was a little bit interesting. No, we're not gonna do this, but you can explode. Okay, I actually did end up doing it. We go up here, we do this. And there you go, this. So, that was probably the one where I had to figure it out a little bit. I figured out I needed to jump around, but basically do that. Do it in speed 1, then it's very easy. Let's see this one. Yeah, that was Thor. Just use his dash and his ultimate. So his free star, jump over here, then jump over here. I actually just jumped the same place, used his ultimate, but I think if you jump over here with the dash, then over here, then the ultimate is up, then you basically kill them all, and that's GG in that one. Let's go into the next one. Kill a robot. That was not that big of a killer. I went with Fred in this one. And then you just do the summons. Summon the one that is looking like it's walking over to him. Summon that one, then maybe another, then summon the one that can shoot from a distance, and you just get him done. You don't need to worry about time. But basically, this one is Fred, and you just need to make sure you do your summons and that he doesn't the monster or whatever it was doesn't hit you, but hits the summons instead, and that's easy peasy. So, Psylocke, this is actually one that I do want to show you because this is just stupid. So, Speed 2, we're not really gonna do anything. I want to show you this one. It is, honestly, I found this one stupid when I did it. Like, I was like, is it really gonna be that easy? And, oh yes it is. Like, if you call this tactical, just waiting. Sorry, that's not really a tactic for me. Well, I guess waiting is a tactic, but it's a really stupid tactic. So, yeah, that one I was like, come on, is it really that? Here, basically, you just use the AoE, you use the ultimate, etc. You're not worried about dying. If you pop some of them, then as less and less are remaining, you just use the two mana cost, and then you get the kills. So that's also fairly easy. Just Misty Knight. You can kill all of those cocoons, let's call them that. So you just need to make sure that you actually, yeah, just kill them off one by one. Maybe wait for the spawn. Like, I used the AoE ability free before they spawned, and I don't really kill them, so maybe you should just see if wait until they all pop, use your free mana cost, the AoE one, and then do that. So here is Echo, and this is actually a really fun one. So we're gonna slow it down. You do this. Let's jump over here. Technically, you don't really need to do this. That one was big of a blunder, so that's why you should do it in speed 1. Just jump. There we go. I think that is the one that hurts your attack. There we go. Let's do more. I don't know if I'm jumping too much. Let's do this. Let's do this one. We just stand in place. There we go. Would be fun if I didn't make it now. But yeah, it's the big slam that you have to be aware of. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't really do anything. Just need to make sure you dodge when it tries to hit, when it does the big slam. Then it gives you a lowered attack. Other than that, you just clear with that. I did try with Moon Shadow, Moon Knight. I didn't feel he did enough damage. But yeah, that's basically Darkest Moments, how you do them. And I was like, wow. I was really hyped to doing it, figuring it out, like Forged by Family. But yeah, that was it. So that's what I'm doing in level 70. I'm also just making sure that I get my up to 2000, so I get my stuff I need to do. Whoops, I actually haven't even done this today. Yeah, I don't even need to do this. I have my total score. I have my best ranking. As long as I stay up here, that's fine. Maybe I'll do it to see how high I can push my score in the future before it ends. And then the content that we do have is fantastic for, and I think that's something I want to end on both a positive and a negative note. They are giving us this as the new content, and some of it is locked. Like, we cannot open up everything as we want. So we need to remember that this is content in the game. It might not be the content people are used to when playing these games, but it is content they have given us at least, and we cannot just blitz through everything that they want when it got released. So I'm still hoping we get some raids. Remember they did do a journey post. I'll make sure to link this at the end of the video where you can see it, where I cover the Discord post. But honestly, they have provided us content. It's not the content we want, but the fact that they're dropping stuff and they're keeping us updated and they have a plan for what they want to do makes me positive. Do I wish there was more content at level 70? Yes, I do. Do I have something to do? Yes. Do I have something to spend my energy on to progress my account so I'm ready for the next content? Yes. So overall, could be way worse. And with that, let me know your comments down below. How are you faring with artifacts and gold, all the resource managing? And what do you think about the Fantastic Four event? Let me know, and I'll see you all next video.